Hello and welcome to CS50's Introduction to Game Development, Assignment 9, Dreadhalls, the Tumble update. And as usual in this video I will explain my approach to this assignment. So the first objective is spawn holes in the floor of the maze that the player can fall through. Then when the player falls through any holes, transition to a game over screen, similar to the title screen. And when the player presses enter in the game over scene, they should be brought back to the title. And add a text label to the play scene that keeps track of which maze they're in, incrementing each time, of course, so basically a level indicator. So let's look at the first objective and jump right into the code. We will first take a look at the level indicator, and the first thing I changed here was adding a enum called block type, which will be the type for the map. So basically we had we had this 2D array representing the map data, and I changed it from Boolean to block type because we now have also holes, and I thought that it's easier if we have an enum here so that we know what type of each object in this map is. Yeah, hopefully you've understood. So because I changed this from Boolean to block type, I of course had to change a lot of things in here. So here we don't look whether the object at this position is true for wall, so we just look whether it's block type dot wall basically, and so on and so forth. So also the generate maze data returns a block type array, and yeah, we initialize everything to true. This is not true anymore, so this comment is false. We now initialize it to block type dot wall, and then we create floors. Okay, that's everything regarding this enum. Then, of course, I added a variable number of holes. In this case, default is 4. So we want 4 holes in the maze per default, and you can also change this in the editor. And, oh yeah, of course I changed the type here, as I mentioned before. And then I think we can already jump to the logic for generating holes. So this is in generate maze data. Yeah, at the end of this function, I added a small section here to generate random holes, and the code says while number of holes is greater than 0, so 4 times in this case, or 4 times if we successfully switch from floor to hole. So we basically get a random position in the maze array from the maze array, and then we look whether this is a floor, because we don't want holes below walls. That does not make any sense. If it's a floor, we just set it to a hole and decrement number of holes. Yeah, that's basically it for generating holes logically, but how do we do this visually in terms of Unity objects? So yeah, in this section where we actually create the blocks from the data, we have these 2 for loops. Then we have the wall section. If it's floor and character is not placed, we place the character. And then we have already create floor a hole. So if it's now not a hole, it has to be a floor, because we had the wall check right here already. Then we create a simple floor. But if it's if this is false, basically, then it's a hole. And I have some highly sophisticated code here. So basically what this does is we first of course, do not generate a floor at y0, so at the floor level basically, but we generate a floor at -6, so a little bit lower. And then we create surrounding walls. So we create like 4 pillars surrounding this hole. And this is due to the fact that if you simply just do nothing, so you generate a hole basically, or you generate nothing, then it's a hole. Then it looks a bit weird, and you will see it later in the demo, because it looks black because we have no lighting outside, and you can easily spot it. And it simply looks like the developer forgot something here. Therefore, I did this here, and I will show it to you in the editor how this looks from the inspector basically, and then you will get it what I did here. Yeah, and we generate a ceiling, of course. This was already here before. Okay, so now we will jump into Unity because that's everything here. Yeah. Okay, I will just click play now, and we will look into the scene and look at the maze. I will maximize this. Okay, so we have our maze here, and you already see those weird pillows. So maybe you now can understand what I did. So basically we have a hole in the center, and then we have a block at the bottom. So basically a floor that was moved downwards, and inside it's we have the wall texture, and inside it's a hole basically. And if we look what okay, if we look in here from above, so we are now in the maze. Yeah, it looks like a hole into infinity, but yeah, in the end there's a floor. But due to the fog, this looks pretty good in my opinion. And we have also surrounding walls. So yeah, and at some point the player should die so that he's not stuck here, of course. Okay, I hope this is clear now. So I have 4 holes, as I said, and they are all, somewhere in the maze. So right here, for example. Yeah, I love this scene view, by the way. You can really debug very, efficient, basically. Maybe I can turn the fog. Oh yeah. Okay, now you can see it better. Sorry. So we have those pillars, and we have the floor on the bottom, and yeah, you probably get it. And if we look inside, yeah. Oops. Up. Oh. Here we are. Okay, enough for this objective, I would say. Let's turn the fog back on and maximize off and stop. All right, now let's take a look at the second objective, which was game over scene when we fall through any of the holes. Fine, let's jump into the code first, and I created a component for this one. Game over on fall down, basically. Simple name here, and simple code also here in the update function. If transform, so the transform of the game object this is attached to, position y is less or equal to -3. So recall that our floor in our hole is at -6, so this should work pretty well. so -3. Then we simply load the scene game over, which I will show you in a second. And also very important, destroy the whisper sound. So game object find the whisper source, that's the name of the audio, and we destroy it because as we have learned in the lecture, we have not we, but the whisper source was set to not be destroyed on scene reload, and therefore it would stay if we don't have this code here. And then we have duplicate whispers, and this is very weird. So destroy the whisper sound. Yes. Then we will take a look at this scene actually. Game over. 2D. Okay. Basically the same as the title scene. I have used the other font here provided in the assets. Game over, press enter to continue, and we have basically no lighting here, or not no lighting. We have a background which is black, so that it looks like this in the game. Anything to mention here? Oh yeah, I've added a small audio. I don't know, can we hear it now? Yeah. Game over sound. I thought it would be nice if we have audio. Oh, we can also hear it here. Okay, yeah. And I think that's it. Another thing I stumbled across when creating scenes, that if you have not if that you have to include it in the build settings right here. So before it was not here, and then you can't find it in the code basically. So include the new scene here by adding it basically, so that your game will work. Okay, and last thing, yeah, we of course should transition from this screen into the title screen, and therefore I also added this load scene on input component to the enter text as it was done in the title scene, but I modified this script a bit because you can see now we have a variable scene to load and just a string title. And in the title screen, I changed it to play. And I can show you the change in the code. So I just added a string, public string scene to load. And then instead of just loading play here, which was the scene to load before, we load the scene which we specify, and therefore the component is more generalized, and we can use it to transition to any scene we want, basically. Yeah, simple change, but cool thing. Fine. Okay, now let's come to the last objective, which was adding the level indicator basically to the game. So therefore I will go to the play scene, and I added a canvas here and a text. So we are still in 2D now. I set the anchor to the top right corner, which is important because if you not do this, your text will be somewhere else if the screen size is different. So set it to the top right corner using the anchors here. So top right. And yeah, text for now it's just level, and horror master font, And how do we actually get the maze number displayed next to this text? So therefore, wait a second, FPS controller script. If I change, oh, okay, yeah. Therefore, we have to add, of course, a component again, and I added it to the FPS controller. So it's called level display, and there's a public variable text, and which refers to this text. So I basically just drag this in here. Oh fuck, messed up my hierarchy. Okay, no, no swearing. Oops. Okay, let's undo. Okay, we should be back now. Okay, so level display script. We will take a look at that. Yeah, again, a new script. We have the public text here, which is under the namespace unityengine.ui, which you need. And then we have a static variable to indicate the level. Current level is 1. I don't like to start at 0 here, so I start at 1. And in the update function, we just set the text to level, space, and then the current level to string. And we also do padding to left so that it's aligned on the right side basically. And if we I made a padding of 2 because probably you won't reach a level above 100 because it takes a really long time. So that's just that the numbers from 0 to 9 and also from 10 upwards are right aligned basically. Yeah, not necessary. You can just forget about this thing. Yes. Load scene on input. Okay. You probably have seen it before, but as we load a scene, in this case it doesn't even matter which one, you could have added a if statement here. If scene to load is play, yeah, that would be the best solution. Then we reset the current level to 1 again, but it doesn't matter because we only transition to the game over scene, and yeah. So we just reset the current level here again if we die. And of course we also need to increment the level somehow, and perfect position for this is the grab pickup script, where we, yeah, if we pick this coin up, then we load the play scene again and we just increment current level. Yes, and that's everything, and now I will transition to the short demo. Okay, welcome to this short demo of Assignment 9, where I show all the features in the game as we play. So go to title and play. Alright, let's go. So we already see the level indicator is at level 1 right now and on the top right of the screen. And now we will, yeah, take a look at the hole which is right here, which looks pretty good in my opinion. I first added the hole just by don't generating the floor, but this looked a bit weird because then you see a black hole here and it's very easy to see. And now it looks better and it looks as it goes on forever. Okay, so don't fall down here. Find the coin, the pickup. Okay, now we have it, so let's pick it up, and we are at level 2 and the pickup is right here. Okay, and of course you see the level indicator changed. And let's go to level 3, and what the fuck? This is amazing. Okay, level 4, fine. And now we will die. Yeah, we have a hole right here. So I will fall down and we have a game over sound. And it's very sad as we have to start all over again at level 1. Of course, the indicator resets. Yes, so that's it. Yeah, that's it for the demo. Alright, that was everything for this assignment and also this video. I hope that you liked it and I could help you. Please don't copy my code or copy my ideas. I mean, of course, you can get inspired of my videos, but be sure to code on your own and create on your own and be creative, because that's the most fun at developing games or coding in general, in my opinion. And yeah, since it's the end of the year soon, I wish you a happy new year already and a good start into 2021. And Merry Christmas. Yes. Have a good time in your holidays and bye.